Hi, this is Ross Harrison, fitness professional for Virtual Fitness Trainer, and today I'm going to talk about just starting the new year off right, resolutions, goals, things like that. Um, First thing, resolutions. A lot of people like to make them, but it seems like not too many people are actually successful with them. Um, and I'm going to say the main reason is because they don't really provide a plan of action or any tangible, concrete goals to meet. So instead of thinking about an actual, just doing a resolution, just think about specific goals. Um, if instead of something like I want to lose weight or I want to exercise more, think about really what you want to accomplish. If you want to exercise more, do you want to be a better runner? Do you want to be stronger? Do you want to have more endurance? Whatever the specific things that you really want to accomplish, that's what you need to know first. A lot of people skip that step, but it's really the most important step in some cases because that determines how you should train or how you should eat, how you should rest, different things like that. A lot of people don't actually take the time to think about that in any case, and it's almost, okay, if I go to the gym and I start doing something, then I'll get the results I want. But getting the results you want really does take specific planning. So the first priority before you really even start, just sit down and write everything you want to accomplish, whether it's nutrition related, exercise related, any, if you want to get better at a particular sport, just be more active, have more energy, whatever it may be, try to think of as many things as you can. Then the big step, which is going to be your plan, is figuring out what you need to do to accomplish those goals. So if you want to lose a certain amount of weight, then it's important to look at your nutritional program. So ideally, if you can keep a nutritional journal for at least a few days or a week, then you can go through, you actually have some information you can look at, and you can go through and say, okay, these are my biggest problems. Like a lot of people eat too much at night, or skip breakfast, or don't eat enough protein, or eat meals that are too big, anything like that. You can pick out the biggest one or two issues and just try to work on those, and create realistic goals. A lot of people try to be perfect from the get-go, and most people have a lot better success if you just gradually change. If you eat a lot of junk food, then don't try to say, okay, I'm done with junk food. Just slowly decrease the amount, and over time it won't seem so bad. If you just try to stop and go cold turkey, then your body's going to eventually almost revolt and say, okay, I'm done with that, I've had enough, I'm going to go back and do whatever. Or if you do it too fast, sometimes you can put up with it, but it's like you're forcing yourself to do it. And any of these changes you make really have to be maintained for the long term. You can't be great for 6 months and eat right and do everything right exercise-wise and make some progress and then say, okay, I'm done, because then of course everything will go back to how it was before. So it's everything that you do should have the intent of being a long-term change. If you want to change your nutrition and the changes that you make, if it's something you can't maintain, like some people do extremely low-calorie diets, which aren't very good anyway, or they might do some excessive low carb or high this or low that. If it's something that's really a struggle to do on a day-to-day basis, then you're not going to be able to do it for a really long term. Sometimes some of those things are okay for a very short amount of time, but there has to be a gradual plan to get your body used to the changes that you're making, and that's whether it's nutrition, exercise, or anything else. Another big thing with exercise, a lot of people are really motivated, excited at the beginning of the new year, it's time to get things done, that's great, but don't overdo it. One of the biggest issues I see is people get out there, they get a gym membership, or they start training more, and they may go from a little activity or a half hour workout a week, and they'll start trying to do an hour every day. If your body's only used to a half hour of training a week, an hour every day will wear you down. These things that you do should make you feel better. And if you're training too hard, you're going to be stiff and sore all the time, your muscles are going to hurt, and you may not ever really get past that. So if you start, whatever your level of activity is now, add some, and then, if you do a workout and you're maybe not, it doesn't feel like it was tough enough, or you're not very sore, make the next one a little tougher, and eventually they'll get tough enough to where they're a real challenge, but you still recover. If you do too much too fast, you may feel okay for a few, and then notice that things start getting harder, each workout feels tougher, you just don't feel as good. That's a sign that you're doing too much. But as both nutrition and exercise, doing the right amount for what your body's prepared for at this point is really what you need to find out initially. Then just make slow, gradual changes, improving both of them, and you'll eventually get to the goals that you want to meet. It's just, don't, I know it's definitely everybody wants to be, have the body you want and be exactly where you want to be right away, but this stuff takes time. But if you're persistent and continually eat well, exercise right, but also keep challenging yourself and keep, once your body gets used to what you're doing, change something else. Make your nutrition a little bit better. Cut out a little more of the bad foods with your exercise and make the workouts a little bit tougher. And if you match that to your physical ability, plus make sure the things that you do will help you reach your goals and keep you on the right track, then you will get to where you want to be. And that's pretty much it. But the big thing, make a plan and stick to it. Thanks.